Don't allow them to impose any fear on you just because they have fear of life. The Next Door Podcast. Welcome back to the Next Door Podcast. I am Bestie Next Door, and I'm like your bestie next door. If you like your tea to be extra, extra sweet, then this place is not for you. Because we like our tea to be sweet and bitter. Sweet enough that it goes down, bitter enough to wake us up. Now, guys, big body. Big body. I don't even got to say much. If you know, you know, we got the big body. Of course, I'm not going to finish it in one episode, but if you know, you know. And if you don't, it's one of those ones. Now, for SMR sakes, let's crack it open and pour it up. First sip. Girl, I'm not giving out no more free promo with this brand. But if you know, you know. And this summer, I suggest you to try that combination because, woo, girl. Before we start this episode, if you're looking to get the High Value Woman audiobook, you're looking to book a one-on-one with me, you're looking to take the High Value Woman course to transform yourself, heal your wounded feminine, all of it will always be linked in the description box below. Now let's get into this episode. Now in this episode, we're talking about becoming the best version of yourself. Now, this is something that a lot of people struggle with because usually it's the environment that affects the individual. And when you are in the process of becoming the best version of yourself, you have to first of all look at your surroundings, right? Because believe it or not, your environment has an impact on the version that you may be today. You may be version 1.0 just for today, but if you get in a whole different environment, you may be version 3.0 because the environment is new. It's a different environment. And also, your circle matters a lot. When you are in the process of becoming the best version of yourself, you have to understand isolation for elevation. Becoming the best version of yourself is a process that never ends. It's a continuous process. It's not something that, all right, well, you say okay to yourself, oh, I want to be the best version of myself. You wake up and you're the best version of yourself. It doesn't work like that. It's a process. When you're trying to become that you that's going to be 3.0 or 5.0 or 7.0, you have to start looking at your inner circle. Who influences you the most? Who are you conversating with every single day? What are your habits? What habits do you have in the morning? Do you wake up in the morning, look on Instagram and start being envious of other people that have better lives than you? Or do you wake up in the morning with gratitude, happy, and saying, you know what, today's going to be a good day. You wake up, you exercise, you eat clean, you make sure you journal, you read. You have to look at your routine. What is your routine? Or are you willing to invest in yourself? You see, the thing is that some women would rather take their time and energy and invest it in a man for a man to be better, but she would never take that time and put it in herself. That's the problem. A lot of you look at things like it's too expensive. Nothing is too expensive for you but time, because your time cannot be replaced. And you have to understand that when you're becoming the best version of yourself, and you have to start picturing yourself as that best version. Whatever needs to go, let it go. If it's not going to help you become the 3.0 you, let it go. Cut it off. A lot of you are keeping relationships with people you don't need to have. That includes friends and family as well. Family is not excluded. I talk about guys and men and dating a lot, but I have a lot of deep things to talk about too. We're going to get deep on this episode. We're going to talk deep because, believe it or not, sometimes family can really hold you back. And you can't change your family, but you can set boundaries with them. A lot of people allow their family's opinions to consume them. Clearly, the opinions they have about what you should and should not be doing isn't so good, because if it was so good, they wouldn't be where they are. They wouldn't even have to tell you how to move, because you will want to be like them and you will be asking them for advice, right? Don't allow them to impose any fear on you just because they have fear of life. You know what it is too? I feel like most times we feel like we owe our family something. We feel like we owe our family access. But just as much as you don't allow any guy to have access to you, and you shouldn't allow any guy to have access to you, the same rule applies to family and friends. Because energy is very, very sensitive. And when you're trying to manifest the things you want, everything around you needs to be balanced. If anything is thrown off or too low or too high, it can never manifest. But when everything is at a balance is when all your manifestations start coming to you easily, flowing to you. When you are becoming the best version of yourself, it doesn't matter what age you are. It's never too late. It's never too early, neither is it never too late. A lot of girls may think, oh, I'm too young, so, I'm going to worry about that later. Or some girls think, I'm too old for that. It's never too late or it's never too early. Because life is a marathon, not a sprint. So you're always going to be working at becoming a better version of yourself. However, one of the most important things is how much are you willing to invest in yourself? If you are not willing to invest in yourself, then that means you don't even believe in yourself. You must always be willing to invest in who you are and your self-development. This is why I talk about listening to the High Value Woman audiobook. All the girlies that got the High Value Woman audiobook are in love because it really challenges you to think differently and it challenges you to commit to becoming the best version of yourself for the 3 to 7 days. Now, some girls may say, well, I don't have the resources. That's what the High Value Woman audiobook is there for. It challenges you to, even though you don't have the resources, still act like her, still show up as her so you can feel like her. Because once you feel like her, you become her. I'm going to tell my story. I feel like I don't really tell. I always preach to you, I don't tell you my story. I want to share my story with you guys. It took me to leave Brooklyn to really become a more feminine woman. Because being from New York girls are naturally aggressive. And I was one of those girls. And I think it's the environment. I think New York City just makes the women aggressive. Not all. I want to say at least 80% of New York women are aggressive. At least 80%. Our mannerisms, the way we talk, and, sometimes we have this aggressive tongue to us. And it's not that we're trying to be rude, but that's just what we grew up on because we grew up to be tough because New York City is a tough place. And so until I started traveling and started socializing with different groups of people, different races, different backgrounds, is when I started realizing that, damn, my mannerisms is off. I can't be swearing every second. I can't be saying son this or yo this, blah, 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 blah. I can't talk like that. Like, I have to talk properly because at the end of the day, there's people that's not even going to understand that type of lingo. And me having that type of lingo anyway as a woman is not attractive. And that brings me to another point. When you are in the process of becoming the best version of yourself, you should not be having a sailor mouth. You being a feminine woman and cursing every second or saying yo or trying to sound like one of the homies, let me tell you right now, it's not attractive. Your tongue has power. So knowing that your tongue has power, you need to watch what comes out your mouth. You cursing and saying this and calling it N-word and F this and B this and yo this and this and that is not attractive at all. And having a deep voice and trying to be all tough is not attractive. You're only going to attract a certain kind of guys. And I'm just going to say this, like when you are in the process of becoming the best version of yourself, everything has to change. The way you talk, your mannerisms, the way you dress. Women still don't understand. You need to dress how you want to be addressed. If you want to be addressed with respect, then dress like a woman of respect. Dress like a woman of value. You can still be sexy and still be respected, but people take sexy to a whole different level. We got girls that's showing their body on Instagram for free. How can you become the best version of yourself when you're sitting there showing your body on Instagram for free? Like, we got pictures like this. It's inappropriate. You should not be showing your backside or the print or in a bikini on Instagram for free. You should never be online showing your body for free when you are a woman of value. A man shouldn't be able to go to your Instagram page or go to any of your profile and know what your body look like for free. You're posting your bikinis for free. You're showing your backside for free. You're showing nipples for free. Come on. You gotta know how to package yourself on and offline, because at the end of the day, so most of the people you may meet may be online. You may be a woman of value and you may be a woman that's not that easy. But if you are on social media, and you're giving off the perception that you're open with your body and, you're a city girl and you don't care and you twerking and that's how they're going to start coming at you. You should not be impressed by the bare minimum. A guy sending you a DM and saying, hey, what's up? Good morning notification. Ain't nothing funny. That's the bare minimum. If a guy is looking to tickle your fancy, let him spend some money. That's how he needs to tickle your fancy. But him sending you text messages every morning or heart eyes on your picture or sending you a DM, that should not be tickling your fancy. You know how they said pay per view? Pay per view? That's what it needs to be. A guy telling you, oh, when are we going to see? When are you coming over? Like, is his house a museum? Next caller. You guys know I bounce from different topic to topic. And I'm saying all this to say, like, when you are in the process of becoming the best version of yourself, your contacts, the way you talk, where you walk matters. As a woman, you should never walk into any room with your head down on your phone. That shows you have no confidence. Any room you walk in, you walk with your head up because you want to see who's in the room and you want to show them, I'm here, I'm in the building. You don't want them to think that, oh, you're shy, you're scared. No. You walk in with your head high and you show them that, yep, a baddie's in the building. Yep, a baddie's in the building. Body language is important. Even though you have insecurities, you shouldn't show it to the public. The public shouldn't know your insecurities. You walk in with your chest up, sucked in stomach, chin down, because I learned that from Kim. Kim always talk about, like, when you taking pictures, you're not supposed to do like this. Kim always do like this. If you notice, all the celebrities, they take pictures with their chin down like this. So chin down, chest up, you walk in with grace and you look at every single person in the eye. I'm telling you, if there's a man of value in the room, he's going to be attracted because he's going to say, wow, that woman is a woman of value. Look at the way she just walked in here and just took everything. And you don't need to walk in and try to be seen. That's also the problem with some girls. You don't need to go into any club or go into any event, walking in trying to be seen, bouncing from this table, bouncing from this table, bouncing from this table, saying, oh, you're socializing. That's not etiquette. The queen, she doesn't go to them. They come to her. So if you want to socialize, they need to be coming to you. And it's not that you sit there with a mean mugging face. You look approachable. You make sure you look approachable. You smile. You're having a good time with yourself, but you're not going to go around looking for friends because when you go around looking for something, it never turns out good. A woman of value never goes out looking. They look for her. So you walk into a room, you already smile. You walk in, you smiling. You don't walk into any room mean mugging. You smile, you get to where you're going to, you grab your drink. If you're drinking, whatever you're drinking, and you just vibe out, smile, and look approachable. I promise you, the people that's going to come up to you, endless. Endless. And if you don't want to talk to them, you don't have to be like, no. You don't have to have a stink attitude. You be like, oh, thank you so much for the compliments. Thank you. I'll catch up with you later. You have to know how to gracefully dismiss. You got to know how to gracefully dismiss someone without looking like a bitch, right? Hello. And then it brings me to another point. Don't go outside having a rest in bee face. That's just how I look. No, fix it. Nobody want to see you looking all good and you having wrinkles on your forehead because you squeezing your face so bad and you want to look so tough. No, nobody's going to want your contact. If you always outside squeezing your face, who's going to want to approach you? When you're giving the energy of don't approach me. If you're giving the energy of don't approach me, they're not going to approach you. And when you go outside, it's always good. Have a business card. When you're out, you're out. You shouldn't be pressing your phone while you're out, texting your friends. Put your phone away and enjoy the moment. See who's in the room. Read the room. That's your opportunity. Read the room. You can literally use eye contact and body language to bring the person you want to talk to you. But if you're so busy on your phone, looking and pressing your phone, who's going to talk to you? Why are you on your phone? If you're looking to get contacts, you shouldn't be on your phone. You should be looking, drinking, observing, reading the room, looking around, seeing who's looking at you. It's not that you're looking for something. You are out and you are not always on your phone and you're enjoying the moment. It shows that you know how to separate online and offline. Someone is trying to talk to you. Now you're looking at them, pressing the phone again, looking at them. Put your phone in your damn bag and zip it up. Sit up, look around, and network and see if you can grab a valuable contact that's going to be worthwhile. If your head is always in your phone, how are you going to fill your phone up with valuable contacts? You're not going to be seeing the value walking around because your head is in the phone. You're too busy looking on Instagram or too busy texting all the trash people you have. Phone in bag, head up, smile. I promise you, they're going to approach you. And when they approach you, if you're not interested because of maybe the way they look, you dismiss them gracefully. Not in a bitch way, gracefully. Like, because at the end of the day, you never know that that person that you're talking to that you may not be interested in can connect you to somebody else or can get you in a certain room that you would have never gotten in if you didn't know them. You don't need to reject them in a disrespectful way. Reject them gracefully. I've been begging me, oh, where's a long episode? Now I'm going to give you this long episode. Y'all got to sit on this episode for a while before I come back again. Because I can't be giving y'all long episodes like this and then giving it to back to back. When I produce shorter episodes, it's easier for me to produce more. But if I'm giving long episodes, it's harder for me to produce more episodes when it's long. And I'm going to say something right now. If you are in the process of becoming that girl, get your passport. Because if you're trying to be that girl, you can't just be that girl in your town. You need to be that girl worldwide. You need to be traveling everywhere. Because look, there's men that's looking to spend, but you are not going to see them if you keep staying in the same town. There's guys out here spending money, but you're never going to get to see them if you only stay in one little circle. You can't look for a shark in a fish tank. You got to go to the ocean. So if you're looking for the big spenders, you got to travel. And if you don't have your passport, you should be applying for it right now. I don't know why you don't even have a passport. You should have one. Now I'm going to leave you guys with this. When you are looking to become the best version of yourself, first thing you need to do, look at your circle, look at who influenced you, change your closet, and change your tone. If you know you have a sale amount, that needs to end right now. How do you carry your nails? Because your nails matter as well. If you bring me to another point, if you're wearing long nails, how are you supposed to be perceived as a woman of value if your nails is this long and you carrying lashes that's up to here? You got to understand, every look has a certain stigma. You will always be judged by the way you carry yourself. If you carry yourself loose and you wear clothes that are all revealing and you have the long nails and you have the long lashes, you're going to be looked at as a vixen. But if you have nice short nails, you know, not too long, lashes that matches your face, you wear clothes that are sexy but not too revealing, you're going to be looked at as a woman of value. And you know how to talk, you don't curse too much, you don't act too aggressive, you don't try to prove anything. You're going to be looked at as a feminine woman of value. You guys have been like, oh, where's a long episode? We need long episodes. Now I'm giving you a long episode. Now I'm reducing my post time to 2 times a week. Because if you notice, when I was doing short episodes, I was giving you 4 a week. Now we're going to start doing episodes on live, and I'm going to start taking random people to come on live and chit chat and talk. We're going to turn this podcast up. I need y'all to have my back, and I know y'all have my back, and I appreciate y'all so much because we are about to turn it up online. Like, we got to turn it up online. So guys, I'm going to leave you guys with this for now. Listening on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you're listening, because this podcast is all over all streaming platforms. Thank you for listening. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. It truly helps my channel, and turn on the notification bell to be notified when I upload more videos. And guys, you know the rest. Until we meet again.